Welcome to Set Apart and Seasoned with yours truly, Amari. Today we have another delicious side dish that is great for your set apart times, your feast days. It's so good for just a easy, quick weeknight meal that you can pair with just anything from steak to chicken. This is a good old Southern style fried cabbage dish. This has been passed down to me from generations, and I'm happy to just share it with you guys. So let's get into today's shopping list. First things first, you're going to need 1 head of organic cabbage, organic yellow bell pepper or your favorite bell pepper of choice, an organic garlic clove, sea salt, and some of your favorite spices. So we'll get into some of my favorite spices as we go throughout this video. We're going to start by cutting up that bell pepper. You want to cut it up into fine squares or just chop it up any kind of way that you like. Sometimes I chop it up into small squares, or I'll just leave it in these strips, whatever you prefer. But I like to cut them up into bite-sized pieces and then set this to the side. Cooking this dish brought back so many childhood memories because this is one of my mom's staples that we had growing up. It was either cabbage or collard greens or mustard greens. We always had some type of green to go along with the meal that she cooked. So I'm excited to get back to these ways of just cooking from scratch, cooking at home, and having these same memories with my children. Next, we're going to break up our garlic cloves. So you're going to need about 3 of these cloves that you're going to mince really finely and add to our dish. And this garlic, along with the bell pepper, it just adds layers of flavor to this side dish. And then you're going to cut up your cabbage. So you can cut it any way you like. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky because this cabbage is going to roll and do what it wants to do. But I typically will cut off a piece and then chop it up into strips and just continue that process until I get down to the bottom of the cabbage. Now that our cabbage is all chopped, we're going to mince that garlic and head over to our frying pan. All right, now I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to bring back those bell peppers and saute those down. I like to add a pinch of salt and some pepper, and then we're going to saute them down before adding our cabbage into the pot. Next, we're going to add that garlic. You want to saute that down for about 30 seconds and then go ahead and add that cabbage in and season it really good. So I start with a pinch of salt, some smoked paprika, about half a teaspoon of that, and then we go in with half a teaspoon of onion powder and then half a teaspoon of garlic powder as well. And this again is building those flavors on top. And then I added an additional what's it called? Chipotle spice in just to give it a little bit of a kick, as well as some oregano. And then we go in with another layer of cabbage, and we're just going to allow this to cook down. You're going to saute it periodically and cover it, and then come back and saute some more, and just continue this process until it gets to the texture that you like. So typically I like to have just a little bit of crunch in my cabbage. I cook it down, but I want it to still have some nutrients, so I don't cook it too far down, but just enough till it gets to this texture. And you can see, here's our money shot. It looks so good, and it was good. So I paired it with some egg fried rice and some teriyaki chicken that I made out of some chicken thighs that we had, and it was so good. So let me know if you guys are going to try this recipe, and let me know down in the comments if you have tried it. All right, and I'll see you guys on the next one.